All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Look at this. Today I'm in the house with the MKM Goccia here with me for a review, and we're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this little fella. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. That's so easy to do that you should just be doing that. So this fella comes with this nicely embroidered Italian flag, MKM mountain. Maniago knife makers from Italy, pouch, nylon, zippered, embroidered. You get some paperwork, knife makers from Maniago, of course, in Italy. Oh yeah, and then you get this little fella right over there. Look at this. Let's quickly check the size. First of all, you get 3.5 inches for the blade and 4.5 inches for the handle, which are going to be doing for 7.75 inches. Look at that. Math is an opinion. And here you get to see this pretty cool knife up against a couple options here that I have prepared for you. Benchmade bug out and mini bug out. Boom, done. It's bigger than both. Here you get to see a couple from Spyderco, Para 3 and Paramilitary 2. And to your surprise, this guy is a little bit smaller than the Paramilitary 2 and a tiny bit bigger than the Para 3. Let me show you a couple options from Chris Reeve Knives. Here you get to see a big boy, which is the large Inkosi, and right down here you get to see the Nandi. Both are Blade HQ exclusives. I want to show you like something from BC, Canada, North Arm Knives Kaha 2.0, and something from US, and that is the BBM Nick Chuprin and Robert Carter collaboration. Let me show you a couple of Shirogorov because I have to show you a couple of these. I mean, come on, F5 Silk, Stellar, Custom Division, pretty much in this a little bit bigger than the Stellar is a little bit bigger. Definitely F5, much bigger than that. Let me show you just another couple here, guys, of Holt Blade Works, because I got a Spectre here and a Haptic right over there to show you that this MKM Goccia is right in between these two beauties from Holt. So here we have this Jens Anso designed knife with a price tag of around, I think it's like $220, something in that ballpark. I'm the worst with prices because they fluctuate. You buy secondary, so if you want to buy retail, probably, you know, the price are gonna be changing, but that's the ballpark. And you get a lot of stuff for this Italian-made, Denmark designed by Anso knife. It's a pretty cool titanium liner lock. The Goccia term means drop in Italian, and that is why you know, drop point blade, Goccia, and Goccia, like the ripple that a Goccia, that a drop creates into like a pond or whatever, are milled out right over here on both of these titanium slabs, and you can see actually the layers up close, like here. Nicely done, right? Pretty cool. Milling going on creates nice and interesting texture for the grippiness, for increased grippiness of the handle right there. The design is pretty cool. It of course is from Jens Anso. It's very recognizable. These shapes, these curves, yes. You do get a nice finger groove over here. I wish the access to the lock bar was a little bit bigger. I like the contouring and how the blade follows the edge, the perimeter of the handle. Very unobtrusive flipper tab right there. Titanium backspacer, blue anodized, matching the clip and the pivot collar. You have lanyard all integrated into the backspacer right over here, protecting the tip of the blade. Not accessible. You can't just, if you snag like maybe like that, no, yeah, I can kind of feel it, but I cannot you know, deploy the blade like that, so it's quietly safe. The overall look is pretty sleek. The lines are well thought for sure. You can also check my maintenance video to see how to take down, how to maintain and disassemble this fella, but it's gonna be pretty straightforward. T6 and T8 are gonna be the Torx bit needed to take this guy apart. 3 for the handle, 1 for the pivot. Take this guy apart, clean it up, lube it up, and put it back together in a breeze. The handle screws are not protruding. These two guys are sticking out a little bit domed, nothing too obtrusive, like they're right. You also do not need any stainless steel lock face insert or any lock bar stabilizer, because this is an inset lock titanium. Steel up against steel, so that's fine. No lock stick whatsoever, and you get a titanium scale to act as an over travel lock bar stabilizer, so you're going to be pretty much good to go. The pocket clip is titanium, nicely milled, deep carry, and it has these screws which are flush, as you can see, so they're not going to be snagging anything in your pocket, and it's deep carry, so pretty much all the knife is going to be buried down in your pocket. Exit and entrance ramp are well designed, and it's going to be going in and out of the pocket like a breeze. You're not going to be complaining about that for sure. Also, nice touch. Pivot collar, titanium, blue anodized, domed on both sides are always a nice touch, matching, of course, the backspacer and the clip right there. Same anodization. Yeah, it's a nice touch. Also, the clip I was saying, not reversible. It's just tip-up carry only. You get this very tiny flipper tab, which is absolutely functional for the light switch deployment method. Really snappy. The blade is a 3.5 inch long M390 blacked out and stone washed steel. You can actually see the logo right over here. You get MKM, Maniago Knife Makers from Maniago, Italy on this side. On the other side, just the Anso logo with the A and the crown. Pretty cool. Pretty much 100% belly, drop point, 45 degrees, maybe 60, plunge grind. Nice and sharp, a little bit of sharpening choil going on over here, no finger choil, a little bit of chamfering around the flipper tab. Let's quickly check the stock thickness at 0.15, and behind the edge is going to be like 0.022, so not too thin behind the edge. It's a flat grind, but still it's going to be a nice, you see, like a little bit thick, maybe for the thickness behind the edge, but still it's all right. What is pretty cool actually is the sound, because hear this. Nice. You do also have kind of like a wheeze. And I lubed it, so it's not that it's dry. And it's probably because it's new, but I don't know if you can hear, but you get some wheezing of the ball bear, of the detent ball just rubbing on the tang. And when you close it, just pretty relaxed sound. Let's quickly check the weight on this fella, because it's a little bit on the heavy side, because there's no skeletonization on the show side. 4.78 ounces. You get a backspacer, you get a relatively thick stock to contribute to the overall weight on this fella. Ergonomically speaking, is pretty good, except for this point over here, which is digging a little bit in my flesh. And there's no forward option, so you're gonna be only doing that. I miss a little bit of jimping right there. Nice, and I appreciate the design of this finger groove. The accessibility to the lock bar is limited, but you have some jimping, which is going to increase the grippiness that you get when you are going to disengage the lock bar. So that's all right. No lock stick whatsoever. You can actually do a nice reverse grip. It's gonna feel good, because you see my finger just goes right there on this indentation on the clip, and boom, that's it. No hot spots in the reverse grip. The knife feels absolutely sturdy and solid in the hand because of the thick slabs, because of the backspacer, because of the construction is pretty solid. No gaps that I can see, no misalignments. This is pretty flush. It's pretty good. I mean, it's well put together, guys. There's no rattling. This thing is rock solid. There's no blade play. The clip ramp works well. Nice tension. Has an overall good feel to it. The only thing is you have to just stick with the light switch deployment method rather than a push button, because it's like pointy, sharp. So, I mean, you can do it, but your fingertip is not going to be happy. You don't have actually a detent ball ramp, or do you have it? Looks like you have it, but there's a little bit of a step in this one. I don't remember, guys, on the top of my head. Let me know if I am dreaming, but it looks like there is a little bit of ramp. Detent is very snappy, nicely dialed in. It's on the medium side and it's very good. You also have like a little bit of detent suction, not that much of magnetic effect sucking in the blade. And you do have like this wheezing sound, and you have to wiggle it to get the blade in the closed position. But overall, this knife looks pretty good. I like when makers are using Italian words because I'm Italian, so I appreciate that. And it looks pretty good to me, and so is a very cool and expert knife designers. MKM, they can pull out some pretty nice stuff. It's not perfect, not for everyone, but I kind of like it. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.